myself Bhavani Pintela, working as an assistant professor in Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology Pharmacy Institute. In this today's session, in the today class, we are going to study about the anatomy and function of urinary tract and kidney. Without any further delay, let me dive into the session. Okay. So, let me discuss about the urinary system. Here the urinary system you can call as a renal system also, you can call as a renal tract. Urinary system is also named as a renal system or urinary tract, which consists of, so look at here, it consists of two kidneys. So, look at the pictures simultaneously. Here the urinary system consists of two kidneys, 1, 2, okay, and it consists of two ureters. So, this is one ureter and this is one is a second ureter, and it consists of one bladder. So, this is in a bladder. How many bladders the kidney present? Here the kidney present only one bladder, okay, and one urethra. So, one urethra, one bladder, two kidneys and two ureter. So, if I am talking about the urinary system, it consists of two kidneys, two ureters and one bladder and one urethra. Okay. So, what is the function of kidney and which will emit the urine? Here once the urine has been formed, here the kidney will emit the urine. So, which is going to collect the urine? Ureters. Ureters is going to collect urine. So, ureters which will transport the urine from the kidney into the urinary bladder. So, this is a connection. Ureter is a connection between the kidney and urinary bladder. So, this is a pipe like structure. So, okay, what the ureter will do here? It will carry the urine from kidney to the urinary bladder. Okay. And what the bladder will do here? Here the urine collects, temporarily it will be stored. Here the urine will be temporarily, it will be stored. Temporarily the urine will be stored, right? And what is about the urethra? And once the if I am talking about the urine is discharged from the urinary bladder. So, here the once the urinary bladder से आपका urine discharge हो गया, then it will be passed from the urethra. Okay, and these are the four constituents present inside the urinary system. Okay, I have discussed about the function also here. The kidney, the main, what is the kidney role here? It have to emit the urine, and once it will be emit urine, who will going to carry that one? The ureter. Ureter will carry the urine from kidney to the urinary bladder, and urinary bladder what it will do is it will temporarily store the urine inside the bladder, and finally it will be excreted to the urethra. So, okay, and if I am talking about the urinary tract, the urinary tract consists of any two main parts, which you can divide as an upper urinary tract, and second one is the lower urinary tract. So, this is a kidney. So, this is an upper, this is an upper, okay, and this is an lower. So, if I am talking about urinary tract, this is an upper urinary tract and this is an lower urinary tract. If I am talking what are the parts present inside the upper urinary tract, here we can present the kidney and ureter, that what I had mentioned here. The upper urinary tract has been kidneys and ureters. And what about the lower urinary tract? The lower urinary tract consists of bladder and urethra. So, the lower urinary tract includes bladder and urethra. Okay. And next we will go with the functions. What is the main functions of an urinary tract? So, the main important function of a urinary system was it have to remove the waste metals. How it will remove the waste materials? So, what are the waste materials? First we will discuss about the what is the waste materials present inside the body. So, if I am talking about the waste materials, urea is one of the waste materials, amino acids, ammonia, creatine. So, any toxic gases or any toxic drugs, all these are the waste products which have to be removed from the body. So, by the kidney, the all waste products will be get removed, and it will excrete the foreign substances, it will excrete the drugs, it will excrete the toxins, it will excrete the pollutants which are present inside the body, and it will regulate the water balance, it will regulate the electrolyte balance, it will regulate the acid base balance. Okay, and it will helps for the synthesis of renin. So, where the renin will be get synthesized, the renin will be formed inside the kidney and it will be secreted, right, and the synthesis and secretion of renin. The synthesis and secretion will be happened by the kidney. So, where the renin has been generated, where the renin has been synthesized, the renin has been synthesized in the kidney, and this is also one of the important function, and to maintain the healthy bones. So, where the activation of D3, you can see here, if I am talking about the activation of D3, the activation of D3 will be happen inside the kidney. So, to maintain, so D3 is responsible for the calcium absorption to make the healthy bones, right. So, indirectly the kidney helps to maintain the healthy bones, because between D3 activation is going to happen inside the kidney. If the kidney function is not going properly, how it can activate the D3 and how the muscles, how the bones will be get health, right. So, it controls the blood pressures, it will secrete the erythropoietin. So, production and the secretion of erythropoietin will be happens from the kidney, okay, and it will regulate the blood volume, and it will regulate the blood ions inside, how the blood ions regulation, everything will be happened by the kidney. So, if I am talking about the kidneys, the lot of substances will be get reabsorbed from the blood. So, once the blood has been filtered, there are lot of substances. If I am talking about sodium, potassium, magnesium, urea, phosphorus, ammonia, toxic gases. So, lot of substances will be passed to the kidney, and there is some important substances which have to be reabsorbed again to the reabsorbed into the blood. So, what are the important products and what are the products that can be reabsorbed by the kidney? So, these are all the products which can be reabsorbed by the kidney. What are the products which can be reabsorbed? So, they also reabsorb other process. Why they have to reabsorb the other products? To maintain the homeostasis. If any ions getting eliminated more, how can you maintain the homeostasis? So, this is the reason, to maintain the homeostasis, the kidney have to reabsorb the required amount of ions into the blood. So, what are the other products that can be reabsorbed? Glucose will be get reabsorbed, amino acids, uric acid, water, sodium, potassium, chloride, magnesium, phosphate, bicarbonates, all these are the reabsorbed products into the blood. Okay, now we will discuss about the anatomy of kidney. If I am talking about the length, how much length the kidney will be? It is around 11 centimeter. If I am talking about the weight, it is about 2.5 centimeters, and the weight of the kidney will be differ according to the male and female. If I am talking about the male weight, it is approximately 125 and 170. I am talking about the right and left, okay, right kidney and left kidney. You know that the right kidney was slightly low in size. The size of right kidney was less compared to that of a left kidney. So, the weight of a kidney in the men was 125 to 170, and in female it is about 115 to 155, not 115 to one kidney was 115 and the another kidney was 155, because one kidney was slightly less than the other kidney. And what is the shape of any kidney? The shape of any kidney was in a beam shape, and the color was in a reddish in color. And how the kidney has been protected? The kidney has been protected by the fat pad and ribs of the back. So, there is a ribs covered in your back position, and the back portion ribs will be covered to the kidney. Okay. And now we will discuss about the anatomy of a kidney. So, every day each kidney will filter liters of fluid from the bloodstream. So, how much of water you are drinking, and what is the main function of kidney? It have to filter, it have to filter from the blood, you have to filter the fluids from the blood. So, if I am talking about the functional unit, the nephron is a functional unit of any kidney, right. So, if I am talking about this nephron, around more than 1 million nephrons is present in each kidney, and the kidney size was differ from right to left according to their position. Okay. And if I am talking about the flow of blood, the glomerular filtration rate, it will flows the blood to the constant rate. How the rate is how the blood is going, how the blood flows through the glomerulus. So, these glomerulus, Bowman's capsule, which I will discuss in the coming PPTs. Okay. So, do not get confused here. I will discuss in very detailed manner what is a glomerulus and what is about a Bowman's capsule. Okay, glomerulus is nothing but a network capillary. It is a network capillary, it is a mesh like structure, and which is surrounded by the cap, which you can call as a Bowman's capsule. Okay. So, here the blood flows through the glomerulus at a constant rate. How the rate it will, how the rate the blood will flow at a constant rate, the blood flows through the glomerulus, and this glomerulus. So, if I am talking about this like this, it will be like this. Okay. So, if I am talking about like this, so forget about here. So, this is an glomerulus, here the mash like structure it will be present here. So, this is an glomerulus and it is surrounded by a cap, this is an Bowman's capsule. Okay. So, the functional unit was nephron, the size of a kidney will be differ and the what is the main purpose here, here the glomerulus will be get filtered, the filtrate will be carried to the rest of the nephron and the main important cells or proteins will be retained in this glomerulus. Okay. And now we will discuss about the anatomy of a kidney in a slides like. So, if I am talking about the kidney is a beam stem structure which I had discussed in the previous slide also with a convex and concave border. So, how the borders will be? It will be the convex and concave border. So, if I am talking about the kidney, it is located, where it is located? It is located the back of an abdominal cavity, right. This is an abdominal cavity and where the kidney will be get located? The kidney will be located back side of an abdominal cavity. Exactly if I am talking, it is located in the retroperitoneal space. So, if I am talking about the back side, there will be the retroperitoneal space, in the space you can see the location of kidney. So, due to because of asymmetry of position, so asymmetry within the abdominal cavity. This is an abdominal cavity, you know that the right side it is covered by the liver and the left side it is covered by the stomach, and you know that the liver is a major and large organ, right. Due to the asymmetry inside the abdominal cavity, so here the liver has been occupied more space, this is the region. So, right side you will see the liver and the right side, if I am talking about the back, here we can see the right kidney, right. In the stomach, piche you can see the left kidney, right. So, this is the reason the right kidney is slightly low in size or slightly is size small high due to because of asymmetry in the abdominal cavity. Right. In the previous slide I had said you that the kidney size will be get differed. So, why the size will be get differed? This is the reason due to because of asymmetry within the abdominal cavity which is caused by the position of an liver. Due to the position of an liver, the right kidney was slightly lower than the left kidney. Okay. And now we will discuss what are the arteries that enters in, what are the arteries that will carries the blood into the kidney and what are the veins that will carry the blood or it will leave the blood from the kidney. So, here if I am talking here, there are the four important there are 5 important renal arteries or the 5 segmental arteries that enter into the ileum of a kidney. So, what are the 5 important segmental arteries? So, if I am talking about the connection here, the blood enters the kidney through the renal arteries. You know that how the blood will enter into the kidney? The blood will enter into the kidney with the help of renal arteries and the blood will leave from the kidney with the help of renal venules. The renal venules will, so here the filtered blood, once the blood has been filtered, the kidney will filter the blood, right. Once the blood has been filtered, it will be relieved by the renal veins and the blood will be carried into the kidney by the renal arteries. So, we having most 5 important segmental arteries. So, 5 segmental arteries, what are the 5 segmental arteries? Look at here, inferior suprarenal artery. Okay. So, if I am talking about here, sorry, superior segmental artery, inferior segmental artery. So, forget about this one, not about the inferior suprarenal artery. So, this is the first artery, superior segmental artery, and this one is an inferior segmental artery, second one, and this is a third one, anterior inferior segmentary artery, and okay, this one is fourth one, anterior superior segmentary artery, and last one is a posterior segmental artery which is present to the back side of any kidney. Okay. The 4 here the point I had mentioned, 4 in front and 1 behind the renal pelvis. One artery it will carries blood to the behind of a renal pelvis and 4 in front. What are the 4 in front segmental arteries? These are the 4 in front segmental arteries. Dear students, do not get confused here, totally we having the 5 segmental arteries. Okay. And in these 5 segmental arteries, 4 arteries will carries in front and 1 renal artery will be carried. So, 1 renal artery will be carried behind. So, 4 in front and 1 behind the renal pelvis. So, what are the 4 in front renal segmental arteries? Here one is superior segmental, superior, okay, you can remember superior, inferior, anterior inferior and anterior superior. Okay, superior, inferior, anterior inferior, anterior superior. So, these are the 4 front one, and one is present behind, which is a posterior segmental artery. Okay. And if I am talking about the structure, the two major, it has been divided into the two major structure, one is cortex and second one is medulla. So, the cortex is an outer portion of an kidney, medulla is an inner portion of an kidney. So, look at diagram here. So, this is an medulla. So, this is an cortex, the outer portion it is an cortex, and inner portion it is an medulla, and which consists of, so inside you can see the lines, right, inside the medulla, this is the medulla, okay, inside the medulla you can see the pyramids. So, these are called as an renal pyramids. So, how many renal pyramids you have seen? You can see about the 12 renal pyramids. So, inside the medulla, so this is an medulla, okay, this is an medulla. Inside medulla you can see the 12 renal pyramids, okay. So, here the kidney, according to the structure, it has been divided into cortex, medulla. Cortex is an outer portion which is in light in color, and second one is medulla, which is an inner portion which is soft and somewhat reddish in color, which consists of 12 pyramids. Okay. If I am talking about the right kidney and left kidney differentiation, the right kidney is slightly lower and the left kidney was slightly higher. Okay. The size of right kidney was small, the size of the left kidney was large. Okay. And if I am talking about the position, if I am talking about the left kidney position, anterior portion. So, you know that anterior, posterior, backside, so anterior, posterior. If I am talking about the anterior portion of a kidney, the kidney anterior portion was linked with, if I am talking about the, sorry dear students, if I am talking about the right kidney, anterior position will be linked with the liver, and the right kidney was small in size due to because of liver asymmetry inside the abdominal cavity, which I had explained in the previous slide. Due to the asymmetry inside the abdominal cavity, the right kidney was slightly small in size and it was slightly located in lower portion. Okay. And if I am talking about the anterior surface, it is linked with the, so right, if I am talking about the right, so right, so anterior position will be covered with the liver, right suprarenal gland, descending part of duodenum and small intestine. So, right portion where it is going to link it, liver, right suprarenal gland, descending part of an duodenum and small intestine. So, this is, and what about the left kidney? Left kidney anterior surface is linked with left kidney. So, left side what the organ is present anteriorly? Stomach. At the right side liver, left side stomach. So, anteriorly left kidney, so are you getting understand? Its anterior surface is linked with the stomach, left suprarenal gland, spleen, pancreas and jejunum. Okay. And if I am talking about the posterior surface, it is associated with the rib 12, diaphragm, and if I am talking about the left kidney posterior surface, it is associated with the rib 12, rib 11, diaphragm, etc. Okay. The blood served by the right was right renal artery, and the blood served by the left was left renal artery, and the weight is approximately 299 plus or minus 24 grams for the right kidney, and it is about 333 plus or minus 27 grams for the left kidney. So, this is the differentiation between the right kidney and left kidney. So, here by mentioning of the weight, here look at here, the weight of a right kidney was less compared to that of a left kidney. Okay. And next we will discuss about ureters. So, ureters. So, what is an ureters? So, this is an ureters. This is an ureter. So, ureter, what is the main function of an ureter? The main function of an ureter, it will carry urine from the kidney. So, so look the connection here, this is an ureter. What it will do here? It will carry the urine from the kidney. So, what is the main function? The main function of ureter was it will carry urine from the kidney to the bladder. It is like a narrow slender tubes. This is a slender tubes, hai na? It tubes like jaisa like hai. This is a narrow slender tubes. Okay, it will carry the urine from the kidney to the bladder. So, if I am talking about the length, or if I am talking about the long tubes, how much centimeter it is. So, it is about 25 to 30 centimeters, and how much diameter it is? 6 mm in diameter. So, if I am talking about diameter, it is about 6 mm. So, the diameter is about 6 mm, and the length was about 25 to 30 centimeters. About every 15 to 20 seconds, or about 10 to 15 seconds, a small amount of urine will be emptied into the bladder from the ureters. So, ureter, what it will do? Every 10 to 15 seconds, it will empty the urine into the bladder. Okay. So, I think no confusion in this slide, it is very clear cut. So, here the ureter will carry urine from kidney to bladder, and the length was 25 to 30 centimeters, and the diameter was 6 mm in diameter, and it is every 10 to 15 seconds it will empty the urine into the bladder. Okay, if I am talking about the urinary bladder collects the urine. So, what the urinary bladder will do here? So, once the urine has been carried by ureter, it will carry ureter. What will be? It will carry the urine from kidney to bladder. So, what the bladder will do here? Here the bladder will collect the urine, and it will store the urine temporarily. Okay, what is the bladder function? It will store the urine temporarily inside here. So, depending upon how much amount of urine present inside and the size, so according to the size will be get depend. Okay, the size and position will be vary. Why it vary? The size of a bladder will be get vary, and the position of a bladder will be get vary. So, if I am talking about the bladder has been filled, the bladder has been filled, the size automatically will be get increased, and if the bladder has not been filled, the bladder size will be get decreased. So, the size and position will be vary according how much of urine present inside the bladder. And if I am talking about pregnant woman, so what is going to happen in pregnant women? I think you had heard a lot of times the pregnant woman, you can see the urination frequency. So, what is the reason behind why the pregnant woman having the urination frequency? Because here in pregnant woman, what is going to happen here? The compression of any urinary bladder, you can see here the urinary, because here the uterus, here the uterus will be get expanded, uterus will be get expanded. So, the compression of an urinary bladder. So, here the urinary bladder has been compressed. So, there is no much more space to fill the urine. So, this is the reason why the pregnant woman will result increase in frequency of urine. If I am talking about this urinary bladder, it is smooth, collapsible, and having the muscular sac. Okay. And this is about the urinary bladder. So, this is an urinary bladder. So, look at here, this is an urinary bladder, and you can see in a diagrammatic form also the nerve. What is the nerve can supply to the urinary bladder? If I am talking about the nerves, here the sympathetic nerve, parasympathetic nerve, and somatic nerve. These are the three most important nerves which will serve nerve supply to the urinary bladder. So, urinary bladder, what is the nerve supply for the urinary bladder? Sympathetic, parasympathetic, which you can call as an autonomic, and last one is somatic. Okay. And here if I am talking about the composition of an urinary bladder, it consists of body. So, what it consists? It consists of a body. Okay. And it consists of a trigone. So, what is this? Is a trigone. Okay. This is a trigone. It consists of splinters. Two types of splinters, one is internal splinter and second one is an external splinter. So, look at here, it consists, this is an internal and this is an external splinter. So, this is composed with an urinary bladder. So, these are all the parts which composed in the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder has been composed mainly 4 parts, one is body, second one is trigone, third one is internal splinter, and fourth one is external splinter. So, what is the main function here? The urinary bladder will stores urine temporarily. So, what nerve supply you can see here? Sympathetic, parasympathetic, and somatic. Okay. And here if I am talking about here we are having the 3 openings. So, from where the 3 openings you can see inside the urinary bladder? So, 2 from ureter. So, you having the 2 ureters, okay, 2 kidneys से आपका 2 ureters होता है, and 2 openings. Here the 2 openings from one end of this ureter and one end of this ureter, and the third opening is from the urethra. So, this is one more opening. Okay. Here एक opening होता है, यहाँ पर एक opening होता है, यहाँ पर एक ओपनिंग होता है. So having mainly 3 opening inside the urinary bladder. If I am talking about the layers, it consists of outer layer, middle layer or mucosa. Okay, and if I am talking about urethra, the last part, if I am talking about urethra, the length was 20 centimeter and it will differ in females, it is about 3 to 4 centimeters. The length in males was 20 centimeters, in females it was about 3 to 4 centimeters. The function of urethra in females was only it will carry the urine, and what is the function in males? It will carry urine and passage of any sperm cells. And if I am talking about the location, in females it is located by the side wall of any vagina, and what about the females? Also, what about the males? It is located side to side of any side to the prostate of penis. Okay, where it is located? Prostate and penis, side to side the prostate and penis. And control of any urine, the release control. So, the release of urine is controlled by the 2 splinters. So, I had discussed in the composition of a urinary bladder. Here we are having the 2 most splinters. One is the internal sphincter and second one is external sphincter, and internal sphincter is an involuntary sphincter and external sphincter is an voluntary sphincter. Okay. So, the release of urine has been controlled. So, who is going to control the release of urine? Splinters. What are the types of splinters? 2 types of splinters. Okay. And what is the function of urethra? The function of urethra was to remove urine from the body. So, what it will do? Finally, from kidney to ureters, ureters to urinary bladder, from urinary bladder to when the urine passes through the urethra, it will remove urine from the body. Thank you.